everybody, how are you? I'm looking at different ways of getting Angelita some exercise during the winter time, and we do have an exercise bike. I'm not really keen on it, and neither is she. There's a few reasons for that, but I won't go into. So I thought there must be a better way for her to exercise on a bike than using the exercise bike itself. So I looked at what we can do with her existing bike. Now you can do this as well. If you have a bike that's anywhere between 26 and 28 inch rear wheel size, you can use the same device. So today I'm going to show you what's called a bike trainer stand, which will allow you to use your bike indoors all year round. And it's a relatively simple setup, and it's a pretty cool device, and it doesn't cost all that much. So let's have a look at it, and we'll go from there. So this is a device I bought from Amazon. This particular one is a Unisky magnetic bike trainer. It allows you to put your back wheel into the stand, adjust some different levels of difficulty for when you're pedaling. You can also adjust that on the bicycle itself. This one ran me $99. They go down as low as about $89 and up from there. It all depends what your budget will afford. So we get the bike trainer stand itself for that $99. We get a couple of components that go along with it. This is meant to set your front wheel in. We have a tightening knob that comes with it. And we have this piece, which is going to connect your bicycle to the stand itself. So we're going to take a look how to assemble that. And hopefully it's as easy as I think it can be done. And if I'm slurring a lot of words, it's likely because literally a half hour ago I had a root canal and I'm still feeling pretty numb. So bear with me and let's see how this goes together. So let's see if it's as easy to put together as they say. What you should do is you take your stand, open it up, like so. And that's step one. Get your tension cable out of the way. This is going to adjust the tension on the back wheel, which makes it easier or harder to pedal. After that, we have an adjustment knob which goes back on the tensioner and screws into the back here. And we shall see how that goes. Then we're going to flip the mag wheel itself back like this. So this is step one. Now we need to get our bike ready. All right, so far so good. We've got our stand, we've got our skier and our bike, and I'm just going to pick the bike up and push this tip of this skier into this receptacle here. On the back side, I'm going to line it up and push this one in. You actually screw it onto place. And then this is a tensioning knob. And we have a bike which is now in the stand. Let's adjust some tension on it. So we've got our bike in the stand, it's secured, it's not going to go anywhere. And back here is the mag wheel. We're going to lift that up. This is the part that's going to give you resistance while you pedal. We're going to push that against the tire. And then we're just going to tighten up this adjustment screw on the back end here till it just touches it. There we go. And now we're just rolling against the mag wheel. So if I pedal, I can feel resistance already. This piece is a tension adjuster. So currently it's in the 6th position, which is the highest. So I'm going to adjust it down to the 1 position, and let's see how that affects the pedaling. It's much easier. It's pretty quiet. All you're hearing is the spin of the tire as it goes over the mag wheel. As I increase the tension, let's say to 3, there's a noticeable amount of extra tension on the wheel, which of course is good if you're trying to get exercise. Now we're going to take a moment, we're going to place the front wheel in its holder, and then we're going to see how it rides. Let's have a look. Well, I've taken my bike and I've set the stand, the trainer stand, on top of an old gym mat we have, because right now we're on a carpet and I didn't want to leave marks. So if you use this type of thing, you may want to do that yourself, or maybe you have a hardwood or a tiled area that you can use it in. But in my case, it's in the basement and it is carpeted, so there is a mat underneath. The last thing we want to do before we ride this thing is we want to take the front wheel holder, and it's just really a cup, plastic cup with a logo on it, and we're going to take it and put the front wheel on it like so, and it'll hold it in place. So let's do that. And while I duck out of sight, we want to make sure it's pretty well in the center of the wheel on the bottom. So it looks like it's a good fit, and we've got that done. Now it's time to take the bike for a spin. Keep in mind, this is a mag drive, and the wheel of the bike is turning against the roller on the mag drive. So these things aren't totally silent, and I don't expect it to be. It's going to be a noise that isn't too loud, I believe. So we'll take a look at it, and we'll start pedaling. Yeah, I can hear a little bit of the mag drive as we pedal. So what happens now is by changing my gears on the bike, I can change the resistance that I feel, and it's like riding outside. So now I have a complete different feel to the pedals, and I feel like I'm getting some exercise on my legs. And you can click through all of your gears and pedal accordingly, so it does get harder. Now the one thing I did earlier that I've got to tell you, because I had that root canal an hour ago and my mind is gone, is I did mount the tensioner that comes with the bike stand itself up on the handlebars. It's really easy to do. There's a clamp, and then there's a wire that I just used some tie wraps on to fasten it to the bike. And it's temporary because come spring, this is all going to come off and she'll be able to ride it. So again, for about $89 and a little bit higher, you can set yourself up so you can ride your bike indoors all year long. And I think Angie's going to love this. But you know, there's one thing I want to add to this, and I'm not completely satisfied because I'm a geek. I want to make this seem more like you're riding a bike. So let me show you an app that I'm going to cast onto the TV, which is directly in front of me here, and I'm going to show you how to make this this whole venture just a little bit more enjoyable. Let's have a look at that. Well, hopefully this is going to come out on the video, because I do want to have it dark so you can see what's happening here. But I've taken an app called BT Gym, and using your phone and then casting it to a TV, your phone is going to sense when you pedal, and it will take you on a virtual tour of a whole bunch of different places around the world. This one happens to be in New Zealand, and it's a highway. And what happens is, as I start to pedal, you're going to see the scenery start to move. It senses my leg movements and starts to scroll along accordingly with me. Now if I pedal faster, it's a little jerky. I think I've got a bad connection. Here we go. As I pedal faster, I start to go faster down the road. This is really cool. It's in front of a 50-inch TV that I'm sitting right now, so it's kind of a nice change of scenery from staring at the wall while I ride my bike. And if I really start to hammer the speed on here, you're going to start to see that it speeds up. And as I let go of that and coast to a stop, I also come to a stop, basically on the app as well. So here we go. It's a whole lot of fun. You can do this for very little money. Once again, a bike trainer will usually work for wheels that are 26 to 28 inch diameter, and you know, you may have one that fits in that category. It's cheap. They start at $89 and up. Some have a few different features. I don't know what else we would need. But I know Angelita is going to love this, and I hope you find some use out of this. And if you do, send me a note. Tell me how it works out. So enjoy yourself. Take care, and see you around the neighborhood.